Here in the hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga, and joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in. A look now, while we have a moment, let's take a look at our 5 starters for each team. And the trademark of both of these teams, strong defense. Gotta love it. What will that mean for tonight's contest?
Well, the coaches will have a big role. In a strength-on-strength matchup, game planning takes on added importance.
And one more thing about these teams, Brian. I mean, there is no shortage of effort.
Now here is Stewart. And she uses the glass on the layup.
With great size for a point, Ionescu could just bounce off contact.
Clark with it. Cloud picks her up. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Clark, pass to Boston. Green by Howard. 5 on the clock. Back to Boston. Howard. No good on the triple. Ionescu outside. Pick by Jones. The drive by Ionescu. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Mitchell outside. Howard. She's covered by Cloud. Clark right side. Mitchell. Bonner for 3. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Now here is Stewart. The kick out to Ionescu. Puts up a 3. And Clark pulls it down. Pass to Mitchell. Screen by Howard. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And it's New York's ball. Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoffs with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
Now here's Mitchell. And here in the first, 3 minutes in. The shot comes out. Pass to Ionescu. Cloud. Stolen by Clark. Here's Howard. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. New York in the lead. Cloud outside. Ionescu up top. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Zero hesitation on Ionescu's shot. She's pretty much got it all picked out so that once she gets the ball, she's automatic.
Clark with it. Cloud picks her up. Here's Mitchell. The shot goes in. First of the night, she is 1 for 3 to start the contest.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
The shot by Ionescu, no good. Pass to Clark. Now Bonner. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. It's good from long range. It's a tie ball game.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
My coach has always told me, box out, box out. And that's really one of the game's biggest fundamentals, and she seems to have got it down.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution.
And so it's New York with it. Ionescu has it. 8 points for her. Pass to Phoebish. Now Johannes. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. The second chance effort. And Stewart, the lay-in, it's good.
What a hustle play by Stewart. Picks up the trash and puts it in the can. She has such a motor.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Clark can't get it to go. Here's New York now. It's good for her 4th bucket of the game. She's shooting 4 for 8.
That's not fair. I mean, Ionescu has so much skill off the bounce and the ability to put the ball in the bucket.
Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Clark, left side. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Outside Stewart. Here's Febish. Bonner defending. Puts it up from 15. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space. But Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
Now here's Clark. There's the triple. Another miss there by Caitlin Clark. And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension, the Fever as well.
Now here's Bonner. And here is Mitchell. Up top, Clark. Bonner outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's New York now. 6-point lead. Outside Stewart. Febish. Back to Stewart. Inside. Febish, shot is off. Pass to Turner. Clark. Boston sets a screen. Three-pointer. And Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 10. Febish. Bonner defending. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. It's good, and with that basket, she is now 5 for 9.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Turner a screen. Here's Mitchell. Jonquel Jones with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's Stewart. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, how about that? She immediately had her head up and looking to make the dish down the floor.
Here's Clark. Lets it go. Whoa! She hit it!
Whoa!
Incredible.
Some 3 points right there at the buzzer.
That was the definition of a prayer.
And it was answered.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Liberty out in front. They're up by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Not too much trouble for them in the rebounding department as they've really dominated the glass.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle down low and really limited second chances.
Indiana trailing. Outside Cunningham. Pass to Colson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here's Johannes. Shot clock at 6. Again, the Liberty good for 2. Now Colson. Pass to Turner. Now Bonner. Here's Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bonner. And here's Colson. Bonner with it. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. I mean, Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from three over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
DeWanna Bonner for 3. And it's DeWanna Bonner again missing. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Pass to Burke. Right wing. And here's Johannes. Turner grabs the board.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
Now here's Bonner. The 3, and she's good on the 3 ball.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jump.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Colson. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Howard. Now Turner. Jonquel Jones with the block.
An intimidating shot blocker. Jones has sound defensive positioning and plays alert basketball.
Now here's Cloud. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johannes. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
That's just terrific awareness from Cloud. She's got the ability to break down defenses with her passing.
Here's Colson. She's covered by Cloud. DeWanna Bonner for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
She might not have the long-range ability of some other players in this league, but she'll knock down open ones like that.
Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Indiana now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Clark. Indiana again missing. Now here's Gardner. She's tightly guarded. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Now here's Clark. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Mitchell. Bonner. Back to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. 3 by Howard. The shot by Mitchell, no good. New York leading. Stewart with the ball. Now Gardner. Pass to Ionescu. From the arc. Add basket number 6 to her stat sheet. She's now 6 for 10.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Howard. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. The drive by Ionescu. Outside for Cloud. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Well, she sets up so many of her teammates. Nice to see Cloud being the one getting the pass.
Clark outside. Outside Howard. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 6. Pass to Ionescu. Cloud with it. One of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
I mean, she was huge. The Mystics getting their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one thing that makes this game so fascinating is all the different styles you can incorporate. What do you think is the best for winning, though, Brian?
Well, you know me. I love to grind it out. Slower pace, that's what wins come playoff time.
Yeah, maybe like in the 90s, Brian. I mean, I prefer teams that pick up the pace, take a lot of threes, and can outrun you.
Clark outside. Turner a screen. Fires the 3. And a shot by Clark, no good. Here's New York now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. Good work there as it goes.
Protecting the play, Harrison fights to retain possession and get him a bucket.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Cunningham.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. From deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Ionescu up top. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Now here's Clark. She's got 8. Mitchell outside. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Now here is Stewart. She has 6. Pass to Ionescu. To the paint, Harrison. Rebounded by the Fever.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
And the Liberty with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Gardner. Cloud. She's covered by Clark. To the middle. Shot is good by Ionescu.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Here's Natasha Howard for 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Liberty leading by 5. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
You know, it didn't take long to see what type of game she was going to have today. She came out very aggressively and had a terrific first half.
And if you look at her shot chart, it looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. There is no reason for her to settle for anything less.
Here's Clark. And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's fifth finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Pass to Boston. Mitchell. Fouled hard that time. She'll get 2 shots at the line. That's on Jones. Well, New York won that 2020 lottery, and their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Now here's Cloud. And Clark pulls it down. Indiana trailing. Down low. Howard kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Shoots the 3. He can't hit that time.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Picked by Jones. Pulls up from the top of the key. Howard with the rebound. Mitchell outside. Clark. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Mitchell. She can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Breanna Stewart. Now Cloud. Outside Stewart. There's a screen by Cloud. New York, no good that time either.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time. Absolutely no fear, guys. Mixing it up in the paint with bigger players.
To the inside. Stewart with the bucket.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Fever making a change here. And it's the Fever ball. 6-point game. Outside Howard. Drills it from outside.
Well, that's the decisiveness you need to have on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Howard doesn't really second-guess her shot attempts.
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well-liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes, and she attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
Yeah, that is assertive offense from Cloud, putting in the work to find her shot.
Howard the screen. Clark left side. Mitchell covered by Ionescu. Caitlin Clark with the three. And so it's New York with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Cloud outside. Ionescu buries it from three-point range.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far, attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Now here's Cloud. She's got 7. Ionescu outside. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Mitchell outside. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Pass to Stewart. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Fever. Now here's Clark. She's covered by Cloud. Outside Howard. Boston with it. Cloud with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Out to the wing. Outside Stewart. Just 4 to shoot. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It's really unfair how easy Stewart makes it look. Just a pure scorer who can score in every single way.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. So both teams making some changes here.
All right, fans, that was your youth squad. Make some noise.
Here's Mitchell. She's got 20. And this Liberty team, of course, features Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu. How about that big three?
One of the best we've ever seen. Stewie and Jones are former MVPs, and Ionescu could win one pretty soon herself. This is a loaded roster.
Down low. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
It's almost like she was born to score. Mitchell consistently finds a way to put points on the board. What a skill.
Ionescu up top. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's nice to see she's found her rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can see her confidence. Everything she's putting up from long range, it seems to be going down.
Mitchell, shot's good.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Pass to Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a three.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Strong response from Mitchell, one of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release. Here's
Phoebish. She's covered by Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot.
Johannes.
They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Pass to Turner. Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Clark, left side. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, a very nice feed by Mitchell there. She's a team-oriented player who enjoys setting the table for open teammates.
Ionescu up top. And it's off from three-point range. The Fever trailing. Pass to Mitchell. Inside. Here's Boston. Second shot opportunity. And she takes it up and lays it in.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Here's Johannes.
She's got 7. To the middle. Here's Stewart. Turner grabs the board. 3 quarters of play and a close game here. It's the Liberty. They lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And it's New York's ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Harrison. Ionescu. To the paint. Here's Cloud. Misses and close.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
She's covered by Gardner. Here's Colson. Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Turner.
Cunningham.
She's covered by Gardner. And here is Mitchell. To tie it up. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Harrison. She's covered closely. Cloud outside. Gardner. Inside. It's stolen by Turner. Here's Colson. She's covered by Gardner. Pass to Turner.
Cunningham.
Here's Mitchell. Covered by Ionescu. Indiana again missing. New York in the lead. Back to Cloud. Sabali the screen. Over Turner. And the basket by Sabali.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
Outside Cunningham. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. Rebound New York.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Here's Harrison. No good with the layup. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Here's Sabali. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake freezes the D.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
A shot by Mitchell, no good.
Looks like she used up all her makes in the last quarter because nothing is going her way since the horn.
Good work in the transition game.
That's why when it's there, it's always a good idea to attack early before the defense even has the chance to set up.
Absolutely. So much easier to score in transition.
Here's Colson. Pass to Turner. Howard with the ball.
Defended by Harrison.
Another shot. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Personal foul.
Well, there's the physicality of Natasha Howard. When she's aggressive, it makes the defense compromise on the way up.
And she makes the first.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
An intelligent scorer like Stewart knows that points can come from anywhere. That's just beautiful teamwork.
They grab their own miss. Bonner's shot is good.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Gardner. Pass to Jones. And she banks in the layup.
Now you can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate. Go inside and take charge of the paint.
Now here's Howard. Clark, she's covered by Gardner. Here's Bonner. Stewart grabs the miss.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Now Johannes. Outside Stewart with the shot. The Fever pull it in. And here's Colson. Pass to Clark. Screen by Howard. Three-pointer. Basket number 5.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And the Liberty call time here.
New York in the lead. Jones outside. Pass to Stewart. And here's Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. And the basket by Ionescu.
What a huge basket. Ionescu is at her best in the game's biggest moments.
Clark, she's covered by Cloud. Mitchell outside. Takes it out to Boston. Pass to Clark. Howard. Over Ionescu. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You can't play timid in big moments. Howard sees the opportunity and seizes her chance to make a play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Lets it go from deep.
The excellent defense of Natasha Howard. Outstanding initiative to realize when she should go for blocks.
Here's Clark. And it's blocked by Brianna Stewart. But they recover it. Shoots over Cloud.
And a shot by Clark, no good.
Here's Stewart. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Indiana trailing. Bonner outside. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark.
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
Bonner on the wing to tie it up.
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Now here's Cloud. Here's Stewart. Connects!
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Pass to Clark. Launches it. Knocks down the three.
Fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Timeout called the Liberty.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
At the line for Liberty, Natasha Howard. 2 shots.
That's right. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as her second attempt at the line, no good. Time called here, the Fever decide to talk it over.
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
A three-pointer here would be big.
A chance to tie it up with the game on the line.
And so the big win by New York in a really tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.